After 2093, Yeat has been under heavy fire, whether it be members of the Opium label attacking him online, calling him Eminem with autotune and reverb, or his own fans saying he fell off due to his recent album failing to meet expectations. As we can see, Yeat has been through a rough time in 2024. With all this recent hate, he's been previewing a lot of new music and showing off a lot of his arsenal, which some people see as bringing back the old Yeat, the white geek thug that we all know and love. However, with Yeat bouncing from this futuristic cowboy aesthetic back to acting like a thug, one of his close friends KanKan began sneak dissing him on Twitter for what it seems like no apparent reason. I mean, these two performed at shows together, have multiple songs out together, and even recorded interviews together. So what happened, and why is KanKan trying to sabotage Yeat? As stated by Yeat himself in an interview, Yeat and Kan met through Twitter group chats, which was a way of networking back in the day.
How did you meet KanKan?
Through like Twitter. I remember a long time ago, like it would be like Twitter group chats and shit.
We would first hear of KanKan and Yeat all the way back on the 18th of April in 2020, where the two would release the song Attack. This would be around the same period that Yeat would start integrating himself with the underground supergroup Slay World, where he would also start collaborating with other members such as Summers and Desire TG. We can see this from the leaked Fired Up music video, where you can see Yeat and members of the group together, which was recorded around the same period. As it is well known within the underground that KanKan was supposedly one of the people that actually introduced Yeat around Slay World and kept him around, which was very important to his career, as it was a huge stepping stone due to the exposure and branding he gained from these newfound friendships. We would then hear the two again on Kan's 4-track EP titled Live, Slay, Die, Slay 2, released on the 25th of December in 2020, where the two would collab on the song Night. Now moving into 2021, Yeat and Kan would drop many collabs together. They would both feature on Goonie Zaza, drop collab songs such as X and Oxy, record an OGM interview together, and Kan would feature in many of Yeat's music videos such as Mad About That and Got Rich. We can also see how close the two were from KanKan's now deleted vlogs, where it shows that the two were always together. Whether it was shopping, recording, or music video shoots, we can tell the friendship was more than just business. The duo also have many iconic clips of them online, whether it was them arguing who has the best presets on an Instagram live.
Bro, my mix better than yours. Rap on this.
I'm saying, I'm finna hop on it right now. But
on my computer.
My presets though.
Bro, my presets better.
No, my shit gonna sound stupid, bro.
Nah, it's gonna sound straight.
It's gonna sound unmatched.
Shout out Wieland. Or when Yeat brought out KanKan to many of his first shows after first blowing up. I mean, the two would even back each other in a beef with their once close friend Autumn, who they supposedly fell out with after Autumn distanced himself from them after Kan got arrested for beating his girl, where Autumn also allegedly started throwing dirt at his name. So when Kan got out of jail, he would make a post on his burner Instagram account with the caption that read, "MF is so weird, I swear to God, and all these rap fellas wanna switch when shh like this happen, knowing I would never do shh like this, and F Autumn cupcake ass fella, 20A, eating 10-year-old cupcakes." So Kan was claiming Autumn was a cupcake lover. Now these guys are really going negative aura for negative aura. What's worse, beating your chick or being an EDP 445? Now Kan and Summers would post some Instagram stories back and forth. However, that's not really relevant to this, that's their separate beef. But eventually, KanKan would come out with a threatening story towards Autumn, which read, "And don't ever tell me to be direct, cause I know you in real life, fella, and you know, I know some that's gonna end you, and stop playing with me unless you want this to be your last week as a rapper, B," which is Kan claiming he has information about Autumn that could end his career as a rapper. Now this would continue on Twitter, where now Yeat would start getting involved, where they would continue taking shots at Autumn. A fan would tweet to KanKan, "Make more stuff with Autumn and stop beefing with fellas," to which KanKan would quote tweet, "Flip that boy," to which Yeat would follow up with his own tweet, which read, "LMFAO, how MF's fake went to jail," which KanKan quote tweeted with right laughing emoji. As if you didn't know, a while back Autumn had faked going to jail and faked taking a mugshot, which he plastered all over his social media just for him to end up getting exposed for faking it. Now this beef would actually get way more in depth, with Yeat and Autumn constantly biting back at each other online. However, this video isn't about that, and I actually covered the entire thing in my Victims of Yeat video, so if you're interested in that, go watch that. And towards towards the end of 2021, KanKan would drop his Double R mixtape with 2 features from Yeat on F the Clout and Not the Same. However, moving into 2022, it seemed like something erupted between KanKan and Yeat, as on the 21st of February, Yeat and his label, Twizzy Rich, unfollowed KanKan on Instagram, with Yeat's close friend September's Rich also unfollowing KanKan, which raised a lot of questions within the underground scene at this time, as it seemed like these two were very close friends, so why would they do this? Now, this had actually occurred on the night of Yeat's 2 Alive listening party, which was for his album that released just a couple of days prior. They hosted the event at the Roxy in LA, however it was quickly shut down by the LAPD due to fans rushing the venue without tickets, which actually ended up being broadcasted on the news. However, just a couple of days later, it seemed like the two resolved their issues, as Kan was seen playing Yeat's new album on an Instagram live, and everyone followed each other back, so it seemed like the two were on good terms. However, shortly more controversy would occur, as fans noticed KanKan posted an Instagram story which read, "F anything else dropping tonight, Pluto finna drop," which was him stating that he doesn't care what other artist is dropping music that night, he only wants to listen to Future's release. Now, funnily enough, this was the same night that Yeat was dropping his collab song with Internet Money, No Handouts. Now, we can look at this in 2 ways. It was either just KanKan announcing his assignment that Future is dropping and didn't even notice that Internet Money was dropping a song with Yeat, or he used the fact that Future was dropping a song to sneak diss his friend, because he probably knew Yeat was dropping, so for him to post a story like that on his Instagram story is slightly awkward. But most fans did notice that this was nothing, especially as Kan reposted Yeat's collab with Young KO a couple of days later. But moving into 2023, we would not see the two together at all, which was predominantly due to Yeat reaching the heights of the industry. I mean, Yeat got professional management from Zach Beer, started working with way bigger artists, and really started taking the steps necessary to blow up and build himself to be a bigger artist, while KanKan quit music, focused on making clothes, and really didn't seem like he was taking his career seriously. So whether the two fell out or just simply weren't on the same path anymore, it was clear the two were not friends. So as we move into 2024, we still didn't hear much of Yeat and KanKan. I guess the two still spoke, as when Yeat posted Afterlife soon, earlier in 2023, Kan would repost it, which even had fans thinking he might guest as a feature, which was definitely never going to happen. I mean, KanKan at this point in time wasn't even classed as a rapper anymore. He's announced he's quit making music, he had a child, and basically became more of a Twitter troll. And also in the past, Kan has never actually made it onto a Yeat project. Yeat has only featured on his mixtapes. Anyways, in 2024, Yeat would obviously start the rollout of his newest album, 2093, as he was blowing up with a viral song with Drake, and without a doubt was at the peak of his career. Now, during the rollout of 2093, Yeat would make an Instagram post a week prior to the release of the album, where he would show him and Zach Beer sitting on a private jet, a FaceTime call with Drake, and him in the studio with Childish Gambino. Now, in the comment section of this post, we would find KanKan, supporting the release of his album, where he would comment 2093 ski and whoa. So even though we didn't see KanKan and Yeat publicly speak or hang out anymore, fans took this that they were on good terms. So a week later, on the 16th of February in 2024, Yeat would release his 4th studio album, 2093, debuting at number 2 on the US Billboard 200 chart, earning 70,000 album equivalent units, but overall got pretty mixed reviews by fans due to Yeat basically switching up his entire character and sound. As I stated in the intro, before the release of 2093, we saw Yeat as a normal rapper that we all witnessed rise out of the underground, alongside the likes of Summers, Ken Carson, and Sofago. But now he's this experimental, futuristic artist, which surprised many fans and even left some of them upset. Nevertheless, the album still performed extremely well and put Yeat into the spotlight. Now, it seemed like some people didn't like the fact that Yeat was becoming such a big artist, so even his own friends began turning on him. We would see this first from the Opium label, which I'm not going to cover in depth since many of you will have seen my Why Opium Are Blackballing Yeat video, but basically, the Opium affiliated producer Lil 88 started sneak dissing Yeat on Twitter, with his first tweet being, "Stop comparing my partners to this Eminem with autotune and reverb." Then his second tweet, which was lyrics of a Ken Carson song he produced, Me and My Cup, which read, "I don't F with these fellas like I got a disease," with Ken Carson and Destroy Lonely liking the second tweet from Lil 88, showing that they agree with him. Now, Yeat wouldn't directly address these sneak disses, which is normal from him, as apart from the Autumn stuff a couple of years back, Yeat basically refuses to discuss anything apart from his music on his socials and doesn't partake in any interviews. But after these disses, he would preview a new snippet titled Scary, which some people theorized was a response back to the Opium label. As in the lyrics, he says, "I'm a god, can't compare to you, you're a little ass shrimp, I'm a barracuda, it's an embarrassing comparison," which is him just stating that he's a bigger artist than Destroy Lonely and KanKan. I mean, if we compare their album sales and their monthly listeners, Yeat is miles ahead. Now look, the entire Opium beef was odd. Not only was it weird because Ken, Lone and Yeat were all friends at one point in time, but also the reason behind the beef, with most fans theorizing online that this beef started because Yeat was white. Now, fans thought this as not only did they call him Eminem with autotune and reverb, Lil 88 also liked a comment of a fan saying, "Yeat can't rap, doesn't know anything about hip hop and is a guest." And also with the fact that with Destroy Lonely's recent album, he's been pushing this Black America branding, so it was clear Opium was not a fan of Yeat's skin color, which is kind of similar to the situation currently happening with Ian, with everyone calling him like a culture vulture and saying he sucks because he's white. But actually, since we're on the topic of Destroy Lonely and his album rollout, well, it seems like this entire thing has completely backfired on him. I mean, his fans have been completely hating the recent snippets he's been showing, and even began calling him out for lying about the drop. He then got arrested for an alleged charge against his girlfriend, and all of that combined made his fans pretty pissed off. And then he had the audacity to come out on his story and say, "Ain't near start a rollout," basically telling his fans that a rollout hasn't started and he's not near an album rollout, which was obviously completely false. So at this point in time, the hype for this album is pretty much dead, with the entire underground calling him lame and saying that no one is even excited for this project anymore. But it got even worse for him, as he was spotted with Bruce, which is cool, but then Mr. 33, who you may know as Ian Connor, where Lone ended up having a go at Bruce on Twitter for allegedly using his face for clout, after a vlog and pictures of them together made their way to the internet, in tweets that read, "On God, I ain't pull up for this, you're bugging. Never said I was going to be on stream, never asked to be recorded, asked you to not post our picture, I said I F with you, but I'm tired of people using my face." Which doesn't really make sense, as Bruce is way more popular than Destroy Lonely, and if anything, Lone could use being on a Bruce stream. And again, this was terrible for Destroy Lonely. People just went in on him, you know, all of the stuff with the album rollout, and then now this, you know, he's trying too hard to keep this mysterious Opium aesthetic. People were just telling him, "You're trying too hard, just drop the music, you're not Carti." Anyways, this would all end in Bruce literally clowning Lone on stream, saying that he's the Opium store runner.
Right. I understand, like, no bullshit chat, like, I didn't tell a lie. And I completely understand where my boy Bobby coming from, bro. Like, no bullshit. Like, I fucked up, bro. I got the banana backwoods instead of the Russian cream from the store. Like, I'm not trying to lose my Opium cosign, bro. Like, this shit is everything to me right now, chat. Like, I fucked up the store run, nigga. I'm the one that got to deal with that shit at night, gang. Like, I'm the one that's in the studio late night, making sure these niggas got backwoods, making sure these niggas got double cups, making sure these niggas got clean Sprites to make dirty, chat. Y'all don't get it, bro. I scraped the ground from this shit. My first post on Instagram is Cardi, nigga.
Bruce would also state Lone never told him not to record, and that Lone had his own cameraman there as well, so nothing really made sense. And that if he wanted clout, he would have just stayed with Kai Cenat.
I'm not even gonna talk too much about it, but he had a cameraman there too, gang. Like, niggas had cameras there, bro. If he didn't want to be recorded, he would have let me know, and then I would have turned the camera off. My cameraman is very respectful type shit. Like, it's no problem, chat. Don't think that it's a problem. That shit very mixy. I'm not, you know, okay, like, okay, like, I know y'all seen the DMs and shit, like a nigga mixy, you feel me? I'm slime, I'm YSL and shit, but you feel me? I ain't mixy, twin. Like, I don't really care to use people's faces for, like, you feel me, fame, bro. If that's the case, I would have stayed dick sucking Castanet.
Anyways, enough of the Opium lore, and now back onto KanKan and Yeat. Now, just a couple months after the release of 2093, KanKan would join in on the race war against Yeat and let out a couple tweets against him. In these now deleted tweets, KanKan said, "Fellas start making that EDM and lost his fans, now MFers trying to be buddy again." Where KanKan is referring to Yeat, as we can see from the "start making EDM." which is him pointing out the fact that on 2093 he stopped really making hip hop style music, or it was more sort of alternative hip hop. And then the second part of the tweet, MF is trying to be buddy buddy again, is KanKan referencing the fact that Yeat is trying to befriend Summers again, who is a rapper Yeat used to associate himself with when he was still relatively underground, as Yeat would comment on a recent Summers snippet post with a muscle emoji and a helmet emoji, which honestly I'm guessing was either because the snippet sounded very similar to Yeat's heavy stunts due to the moaning ad-libs he used in the back, or because Yeat is trying to win back the underground again, which I honestly think is something Yeat should be doing, trying to integrate himself back within the underground space. He's already gone super mainstream and literally out-rapping Drake on his own album and already has multiple Billboard hits. It's really the underground fans he's losing, so him trying to be cool with Summers again was simply a smart move from Yeat, but it's clear KanKan wasn't happy with it. KanKan will then put out another tweet. When will you realize that formula will never work? Using black, then make white music, then go back to black when MF is not F with it. It only works with Post Malone, that's it. Which is kind of addressing the fact that rap music has been predominantly shaped by African Americans, so Yeat using their sound to blow up, then switching to this more EDM style music with 2093, which stems from European culture where the people are white, and then switching back to black music since his fans aren't really messing with that 2093, where KanKan is referencing the recent 2-pack Yeat dropped with King Tonka and Heavy Stunts, where he has returned to his hard-hitting hip-hop style. And KanKan says it hasn't been working for him, which I guess could potentially be true. The 2-pack he dropped didn't do that well, and it seemed like Yeat kind of struggled to bring back that original Yeat sound, which is what a lot of artists struggle to do. They switch up their sound, then fans plead them to go back to what they once were, for example Uzi, but when they go back to their old sound, it simply doesn't hit the same. Then the final tweet from KanKan would be, "No, not Gavin," which was a response to a fan assuming the tweets was about the Slayboard rapper Wieland, which ultimately confirmed that all these tweets were in fact about Yeat. Now okay, I personally get KanKan's point. Yeat blew up from rap, which was shaped by African Americans, then Yeat completely switched up his sound and started making quote unquote EDM music. But it doesn't mean that KanKan should go out and diss his own friends. The only reason I can think of why KanKan would be upset is because, well, he was one of the first people to really bring Yeat in and give him that next stepping stone in his career, just for Yeat to leave him behind and not show him any love as of 2024. Or it was jealousy, even from the Opium guys. Back in the day, Lone, Ken Carson and KanKan were all once at the top of the underground, with all of them getting shouts of being the guys next up to make it big. But then Yeat comes in the picture, this white dude in a black dominated space, and steals the spotlight from everyone else. It probably hurt all of them. But it is also incredibly weird. I mean, these guys were all friends with Yeat at one point in time. Yeat brought out Ken and Lone to his Atlanta show, dropped music with them and shot an Icebox video with them. Then KanKan and Yeat, well, I've just explained their entire relationship in this video. Two super close friends when they were on the come up in 2021. And now as of 2024, all of those people have completely switched up on him, which is super odd. But there was one more close friend of Yeat who also decided to turn on him, who some people even may know as Yeat's sidekick, the infamous September's Rich.
To the outside, everyone kind of, you know, we haven't really seen you guys together, what have you? You guys had like a little falling out? Alright, next question.
So after all those tweets from KanKan, Kan would actually end up following Sep on Instagram, which is really just a sign that these two are coordinating an attack on Yeat, as shortly after, Sep himself would post a story aimed at Yeat, which read, "Collecting weapons and capping about trapping, fire image. These people need colored skin around them to look cool lol. Can't even work a digital scale, never cop no peas, straight flex everything I did. Where's the proof you dismember?" Which is first, Sep poking fun of Yeat for starting this Instagram page where he shows all of his weapons and saying sarcastically that Yeat has a fire image. Overall, calling him a cap rapper, which honestly, if he's trying to diss Yeat, he's also accidentally hurting his newfound buddy, KanKan, as before this music stuff we all know KanKan wasn't so gangster himself. Sep also stated, "These people need colour skin around them to look cool," which is Sep stating that for Yeat to keep up this thug aesthetic, he needs people who have that kind of image as well as his friends. Then the final statement from Sep, can't even work a digital scale, never cop no peas, straight flex everything I did, where's the proof you dismember? Which again is Sepp making fun of Yeat that he can't even trap and just showed off everything Sepp got for him. And also claiming Yeat isn't this gang member that he says he is, which I don't think Yeat really says that. Yeat's more of this geeker drug addict. Now honestly, most of this stuff just seems like jealousy, because I know for a fact if Yeat wasn't as big as he is right now, they would not all be trying to take him down. I mean, I just know September's Rich is doing this all for clout as he's currently incredibly down bad, as just a couple of days ago he was trying to sell vapes on his Instagram story, which is a huge downgrade compared to the lifestyle he was living with Yeat. So the truth is, and I hate to say it, but it seems like Yeat's entire circle is full of backstabbers and people who want to leech off his success. Lone, Ken, Autumn, KanKan, September's Rich and Nextall, literally anyone he was once friends with has decided to turn on him.